INTJs are natural problem solvers, giving unique and deep insights in every situation. They continuously strive to find ways to improve systems and processes, as well as their own self-development. In order to have a competitive edge, it's important that companies are able to find ways to improve their systems and processes. Companies need to be aware of the role of AI in their day-to-day operations, as well as the role it will play in their future success. Before diving in further, you can stay up to date with all the latest happenings on the YouTube channel by turning on notifications. INTJs are often intellectual and enjoy logical reasoning. They approach life with a focus on their own deep study of the world around them and use things like logic to reason about everything. INTJs are drawn to logical systems because they do not feel comfortable with the unpredictable nature of other people and their emotions. INTJs feel that the world is too unpredictable for them and want to control everything around them in order to fully understand it. They are independent people, and they prefer to be in this way. They are selective about any relationships they have and focus on other people who make them feel good. INTJs are diligent and thorough thinkers with a tendency to examine things in depth. They generally maintain an objective stance to ensure whether things add up or not. INTJs are able to see things that others might not. This ability to explore the world with your intuition and find truth in certain things might be what draws you closer to the role of a private investigator. The introverted thinking function of INTJ can make them the perfect candidate for leadership positions, with a focus on long-term goals and quality control. At the same time, they are careful to adhere to procedures and maintain accountability. INTPs are typically quite skilled in dealing with large amounts of real-world information. Some careers which suit them well include politics, business, finance, or empirical science. They often follow a protocol that ensures that each piece of information they take in has been evaluated extensively so they can make well-informed conclusions. For the same reason, they are perhaps the most thoughtful of all types when it comes to connecting ideas about the world. Introverted intuitives often start with a more detailed perspective and build up to the more general over time. Their approach, like in this article, is to gradually analyze and include as much information as possible before a final conclusion can be reached. INTJs typically don't set themselves out to become a subject matter expert. Rather, they study the field in order to truly understand it, and then they often unexpectedly become experts. When it turns out that their standards were higher than most people in the field, they often tend to be humble about their skills and don't brag about them, but instead just let them speak for themselves. This is also seen when they do things in their personal life. INTJ may be seen by other people as unfeeling and reserved, even if they are not actually too analytical about it. INTJ types tend to focus on the important truths of a matter and deem opinions and emotions about it as secondary. INTJ personalities are more straight to the point, less focused on details, and want to get straight to their thoughts. INTJ personalities are usually serious, so if they seem unsure of something, usually there is a reason behind it. They usually try to small talk with others in an attempt to be personable. However, at the end of the day, they are more interested in anything that can be turned into tasks and challenges. Many INTJ prefer to socialize in work or professional contexts rather than at social gatherings where it is not always clear what the expectations are. Generally, INTJ know that the other person doesn't need them to act in a certain way once they know how the person is. When they realize this, they can allow their enthusiastic and personal sense of humor to determine how they relate with that person. When they are exposed to a large number of subjects, they can make engaging, sound-alike voice chat companions. INTJ also possess more emotional qualities to themselves, though they are less inclined to show it. They usually prefer to share more of their feelings through actions that are not overt or direct. For instance, through forging inner harmony by striving to keep in touch with their own values and those of the people they interact with on a day-to-day basis. Trying to keep track of all their friends' birthdays and anniversaries can be difficult. It's both an effortless way to remain committed as well as make sure they always have your loved ones on their minds. They don't naturally enjoy expressing their feelings, and they may find it difficult to articulate how they're really feeling. They're good at picking up on details and strategizing what others might need from them. This often helps them anticipate the needs of their loved ones. As different as they might be from people, AI writers are a good choice when you need a loyal and committed approach. They can step in to help friends or family members going through hard times. Thank you for watching. Amazing videos, am I right? We're a channel full of videos that will make you go WOW. When it comes to YouTube, we have a lot of videos for you. And if you subscribe today, we'll send you some other awesome videos.